we're good to go. I want to say thank you to Pastor Allen and for you guys having me this morning. It is an honor to be here. Thank you to the choir for great singing. Pastor Allen, you fired me up with your message this morning. That was a great message. But what I've been asked to talk to you about was my experience with the Great Banquet. I went through the Great Banquet back in November of last year. And it was an awesome time. I was invited by Brother Rudy back there. We actually worked together. And at first, I didn't know anything about it. I never heard of the Great Banquet before. And, I asked Brother Rudy, I said, why are you asking me to come to this? And he said, well, I really think this is something that would be beneficial for you and something that could help you, in your walk with the Lord. Because we had briefly talked about our faith, and he knew that I knew the Lord. And so I was like, yeah, I'd like to come to something like this, because I was in my life, I've known the Lord for a while, but I know that my walk with the Lord hasn't been a consistent walk. Of course, I have a walker, so I'm a little slow walking as well. But thankfully, the Lord has been with me with every step. But when I went into the banquet, I had no idea what it was going to be about, anything like that. What I went into the banquet with was an open heart and an open mind to receive from the Lord. And I asked the Lord before I went to the banquet to speak to me in any way possible, in any way to speak to me, to use the weekend to speak to me, and to help me to have a better understanding of who he was and what he wanted me to do with my life for him. And what Pastor Allen said about the banquet was 100%. It was true. Everything that he said the banquet is about, that it teaches you about having a daily relationship with the Lord. The thing about being a child of God is not just for Sundays, or not just for Wednesdays, for Bible studies. It's a daily relationship with the Lord. It's a daily time with the Lord. And the great thing that the Lord said in his word is that I'll never leave you or forsake you. So when those stormy seas come, when those bad times come, and when you're setting out to sea, the Lord is still with you, because he's in here. He's right there with you every single step that you take. And the Great Banquet is a time that you're with a community. You're with a community of people that love the Lord, that know the Lord. So you have a community of people that are there helping to shape and mold your weekend, help you through what you're going through, what you're experiencing in that weekend. And for me, I had recently had a loss in the family that I was dealing with at the time, and I didn't know how much I was holding on to that loss. And the weekend helped me to get through that, to unpack all of that. And the Lord met with me through that experience, and the people there at the banquet was great, and it was awesome to be in a place and to be able to go through that experience, to be able to walk through that together. And what I would say to anyone that has heard about the banquet and was wondering about it, I would say is, it doesn't matter if you've had a relationship with the Lord for 30 years, or you're just a new believer in the Lord, or you may not know anything about the Lord. The banquet is there for you. And the only thing that I would request that you do is, if you want to come to the banquet, to come with an open heart and an open mind. And if you come into the banquet with that perspective and with that openness, the Lord will meet you. And he'll meet you in ways that you never even thought he will meet you in. And I'm telling you, it's an awesome weekend and an awesome time and an awesome experience. I encourage anyone to come and be a part of it. And this church is a great church that opens its doors to have the weekend, and it's amazing. And I thank you for your time allowing me to come.